New Year's Eve. It's not just a date changing on the calendar. For some, it's new goals. For others, new hope. But for us, a new year means new roots. Just imagine welcoming the new year not in your hometown, but in a completely different country, surrounded by a completely different atmosphere, standing in the cold on a historic street, holding a warm drink in your hands as the entire world counts down together, or in the middle of summer, barefoot on the sand, watching fireworks explode over the ocean. In this video, I'm taking you from the stone streets of Scotland to the glowing Thames River in London, from the light-soaked chaos of Times Square to the white-clad crowds of Rio's Copacabana beach, from Sydney's warm summer night to Paris shining like a dream under thousands of lights. Every city celebrates the new year in its own way. Different countdowns, different languages, different music, but they all give you the same feeling. I'm so glad I came here. Maybe you won't be traveling this year, but with this video, you'll start building that list of, one day I have to go there. And who knows, your next New Year's Eve trip might be hidden somewhere in the next few minutes. If you're tired of spending New Year's Eve in the same place every year, if you're curious about what people on the other side of the world experience at midnight, and if you want to turn your dreamed roots into real ones, you're in the right place. Before we begin, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below telling us where you would want to spend New Year's Eve. If you're ready, let's step into New Year's celebrations from all around the world. New Year's Eve in New York starts with high energy from the early morning. Around Times Square, the atmosphere is electric. For a morning warm-up, people grab coffee at Bryant Park, visit the Rockefeller ice rink, or walk along Central Park. By afternoon, crowds slowly begin gathering around Times Square. Early arrivals stand for hours, just to get a good spot. Some wear new clothes for good luck, while others believe the sunrise on December 31st brings positive energy for the year ahead. As night approaches, the crowd gets tighter. Giant screens light up, music fills the square, and performances warm the cold evening. When the 60-second countdown begins, everyone holds their breath. As the famous ball drop lowers, the whole square erupts. At midnight, confetti showers over millions. Colors fill the sky. People wander through the streets, take photos, stop by bars, or walk toward Central Park to quietly welcome the first minutes of the new year. New Year's Eve in New York feels like celebrating with the entire world on one giant stage. New Year's Eve in London begins early in the morning. People walk along the Thames, sipping warm drinks at cafes overlooking the London Eye. Neighborhoods like Notting Hill and Covent Garden fill with holiday decorations and cheerful crowds. In the afternoon, people gather around Westminster and South Bank. Street performers, live bands, and food stalls turn the city into a giant year-end festival. As evening approaches, the anticipation builds along the Thames. To secure a good viewing spot, you need to arrive hours early. Many believe hearing Big Ben at midnight brings good luck, and some make wishes while watching their reflection on the water, symbolizing a clear mind for the new year. When the countdown begins, the crowd falls silent. And when Big Ben strikes 12, fireworks erupt from the London Eye, painting the sky in shades of red, purple, and gold. After the show, people move toward pubs, bars, and street parties. The London Underground runs all night, making it easy and safe to celebrate across the city. New Year's Eve in London is a brilliant blend of history, modern lights, and pure excitement. New Year's Eve in Rio begins warm, sunny, and full of energy. In the early morning, people head down to Copacabana beach to swim, walk along the shore, or simply enjoy the bright day. White clothing is essential in Rio. White symbolizes a fresh start and good luck for the new year. Locals carefully choose their outfits and accessories, all in white. In the afternoon, samba rhythms echo through the streets. The city turns into a massive festival. From Copacabana to Ipanema and Leblon, stages are set up and musicians rehearse throughout the day. Tourists sip coconut water while locals dance to samba drums. As evening approaches, crowds slowly fill Copacabana beach. People toss flowers into the ocean for luck, and many follow the tradition of jumping over 7 waves, making a wish with each one. It's one of Brazil's most iconic New Year rituals. When midnight comes, millions join the countdown. Fireworks burst from floating platforms over the ocean, lighting up the entire coastline. The celebration continues all night long to the rhythm of samba. New Year's Eve in Rio is not just a party. It's a tropical dream of music, energy, and ocean magic. In Sydney, New Year's Eve begins in the middle of summer. The weather is warm, the sky is bright, and people head to beaches like Bondi or Manly for a morning swim. The entire city feels like a giant summer festival filled with excitement. In the afternoon, the movement shifts to Sydney Harbour. People rush to secure the best viewing spots at Mrs. Macquarie's Point, Circular Quay, and Kirribilli. Families picnic, couples relax on blankets, and everyone waits for the big show. One of Sydney's traditions is the family fireworks at 9 p.m. The first fireworks light up the sky just for families, and even this show rivals other cities' midnight celebrations. But the real magic happens at midnight. The Harbour Bridge and Opera House transform into a massive light spectacle. Fireworks illuminate the harbour in every color, marking Sydney as one of the first major cities to enter the new year. Many believe swimming in the ocean right after midnight brings good luck, and beaches fill with people celebrating the first moments of the year. New Year's Eve in Sydney is pure celebration. Summer warmth, ocean breeze, lights, and joy. New Year's Eve in Edinburgh starts with a quiet, chilly morning. But the city is already filled with the spirit of Hogmanay. In the early hours, you can stroll along the Royal Mile, breathing in the historic atmosphere of the last day of the year. By midday, cafes begin to fill up with people enjoying warm Scottish soups and desserts topped with whiskey cream. In the afternoon, the city prepares for the famous torchlight procession. Thousands of people walk through the old streets carrying torches, creating a river of fire flowing into the city center. This ancient tradition is believed to chase away evil spirits and bring fresh energy for the new year. By evening, crowds gather beneath Edinburgh Castle, where Hogmanay's main stage comes alive. Live music, traditional Scottish dances, and street performances fill the night with excitement. When the countdown reaches 0, fireworks explode over the castle, lighting up the entire city. One of Scotland's New Year traditions is first footing. It's believed that the first person to enter a home after midnight should be a dark-haired, kind-hearted visitor to bring good luck for the whole year. Friends and families visit each other, exchanging small gifts. The night goes on. Some head to pubs, others keep dancing in the streets. In Edinburgh, New Year's Eve isn't just a celebration, it's a cultural legacy. New Year's Eve in Paris begins with a soft, romantic morning. People walk along the Seine, buy fresh croissants from bakeries, and enjoy the slow charm of the city. Champs-Élysées stays lively all day, glowing with lights. In the afternoon, tourists fill spots around the Louvre, Montmartre, and the Eiffel Tower. As evening arrives, crowds move toward Champs-Élysées, the heart of Paris's New Year celebration. One beloved tradition in Paris is sharing the first kiss of the year while facing the Eiffel Tower. It's believed to bring love, connection, and good fortune for the coming year. The countdown begins with a stunning light projection on the Arc de Triomphe. At midnight, the Eiffel Tower sparkles intensely, turning the entire city into a fairy tale. People sing, drink hot mulled wine, and some write wishes along the banks of the Seine. New Year's Eve in Paris is the perfect mix of romance, lights, and pure French charm. This is how New Year's Eve is celebrated across the world. Every city, every culture brings its own color, its own energy, and this journey is only the beginning. In the upcoming videos, we'll explore incredible vacation routes, holiday getaways, special day destinations, and unforgettable spots from every corner of the globe. Who knows? Maybe the next route will be the city you've been dreaming of. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of the amazing routes ahead. Every journey you dream of starts right here.